The paramita of dana, or generosity as it's called, is the basic Buddhist virtue, without which my teacher Sangharakshita says you can barely call yourself a Buddhist. So why is it the basic Buddhist virtue? Why does it even become the first perfection of a being on the path to save all beings for enlightenment? Well, in one action of giving, you can strike a mortal blow for all three poisons that are at the root of our troubles in this realm. So those three poisons are greed, hatred, and ignorance. And when you give, you break out of that sense, of that isolated sense, of that sense of mine, of me, of owning, of clinging to, and you open up your hand and you release to another being. And in that, you're training yourself out of greed. By giving away, you're training yourself out of greed. Giving itself is loving kindness in action. So an action of giving, when you see someone needs and you just give, that is a practical manifestation of loving kindness. So you tackle hatred. And finally, in the giving and in the receiving, in the giving and receiving as much, we're recognizing a basic truth of humanity, of sentient beings even, that we are dependent upon each other, that we need each other. Can you imagine getting through this COVID virus situation without the love, the support and the kindness of millions of other people? You didn't do this alone. So what is it that we can give in this practice of dana? Well, anything that can be possessed can be given away. So you can give away your basic food, clothing, shelter, money. But also you can give confidence. How long have you needed confidence from somebody else? And somebody just gave you confidence, and that's a gift. Or fearlessness, the gift of being able to be fearless in a difficult situation. That's what leaders do. Good leaders give us the gift of fearlessness. There's a gift of education or culture. And then there's the gift of life and limb. And people do give us the gift of life and limb. There's the gift of giving away any merits you have, any sort of merits that you accumulate for good behaviour. You give it away. You just give it away to anyone. And then there's the highest gift of all, which is, of course, the gift of the Dharma, the gift of seeing how things really are and helping people to see how things really are. Yeah. So who do we give to? Friends, relations, the poor, the sick, the afflicted, the helpless, even animals, including animals, and those who are leading the spiritual life full time. So we give without expecting anything back. We give quickly, we give courteously, we give without looking back. Just give and you let go. But the perfection of giving, which is what we're talking about, the perfection of this art of giving. We're all practicing giving all the time. We're all working on how to give. I mean, for me, I'm always trying to train that muscle of meanness out of myself. I'm just like, give, keep giving. But as a bodhisattva, the perfection of it, when a bodhisattva is practicing giving, they're practicing it as a perfection. And in that moment, when a bodhisattva gives, there's no giver. There's not a person, a sense of a person who's giving. There's no receiver. There's no sense of a person who's receiving a gift. There's no separateness. So they're not separate. And there's no gift. So that is the sense that, do you ever give something and you've completely forgotten you've given it, and somebody says, thank you, that was really great, and you go, oh, I completely forgot about that. There was a self-forgetting. And when the dana is practiced as a perfection, the self is forgotten, the other is not there, and the object no longer exists. May you practice dana with great perfection.